Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Popcorn. This is episode 1 of The Rewind, where I take a look back at the previous week's movie viewings and give you my thoughts and feelings on them. So with all that being said, on to the intro. So my first viewing was a lazy Sunday morning viewing, The Cannonball Run, starring Burt Reynolds, Roger Moore and Farrah Fawcett. Good film, entertaining, comedic, yes. Likelihood it would not be made today. If you look at the Farrah Fawcett's character, who basically gets kidnapped, that wouldn't be shown today. And there's one or two PC moments, shall we say, where is it Sammy Davis Jr., which will not be made today. It's a shame, really. The movie is a PG, but it wouldn't be a PG today. It probably wouldn't be made today. I think, in comparison, The Rat Race is probably a similar movie, and that's probably the only way they could make a film like this today. But for those of you who don't know what Cannonball Run is, it is a race across the United States from point A to point B. They've got about 32 hours to do it. And on the way, there's plenty of hijinks in there. So they're all driving the cars, the bikes, ambulances. They're trying to do what they can to get from A to B the quickest. But yeah, like I said, it's a light-hearted movie. Now, Burt Reynolds in it, he plays a guy with a bit of swagger. And he has his friend, Captain Chaos, shall we say, on there. And obviously, they start to drive an ambulance. The theory is, who's going to stop an ambulance? Well, you'll find out during the movie. So yeah, light-hearted film. I watched it on Blu-ray. The visuals were good. The transfer was decent. But yeah, it's a Sunday morning movie. If you haven't seen it, it's probably one you should watch. Yeah, I probably would recommend to watch it. Again, do what I did. It's a Sunday morning movie. My next viewing was of Clue. Kind of an old movie again, 1985, so coming up to 40-year-old, thereabouts. And this stars Tim Curry is the main guy in there. Christopher Lloyd's in there. And one or two other people you will recognise the faces. A bit of a long journeyman, if you like. But who knew a movie about Cluedo would be fun? It would be fun. And that's basically what it is. There's Colonel Mustard, Miss Peacock, they're all there. Miss Violet, I believe she's called. You all get invited to a dinner at a mansion, and basically you all get assigned names, as I've just said there, and yeah, murder is afoot. But who did it? Yeah, it's a comedic movie. 1985, like I said, that's made there. Now, I'd recently watched it on the 4K. Kino Studios just released it in 4K. Excellent transfer, once again. And it did come with the option. You can watch it with all the endings, as there's different endings. There's different possibilities on who done it. Or you can watch ending 1, ending 2, ending 3. I've never seen that before. Last time I watched it, it was, this is ending. Oh, it could have been this way, it could have been this way, it could have been this way. So, interesting way they presented it on the 4K. And yeah, like I say, it is, again, it's a light-hearted movie. It's a comedic movie. It's a PG. And actually, before I stop there, they actually are remaking this one. I don't know why they would want to remake this when this is the best it's going to be. It's a great addition to watch. If you haven't seen it, go and pick it up. Next movie I watched was JFK. JFK, what a film, what a movie. And actually, if I tilt my camera up a bit, you can see it there, top of my shelf, right at the top and the end. So I got the 4K edition, 4K box set. I'm going to say 4K again, with the Blu-ray and the behind the scenes, the featurettes. 6 discs, 6 discs in that collection. It's a beefy collection. Anyway, like I said, I watched the 4K. It's a 1991 release. It's starring Kevin Costner, directed by Oliver Stone, and this film is masterful in its presentation, its storytelling. Yes, it's based on a true story. I say based on a true story, obviously JFK got assassinated, but when I say based on a true story, it's based on the actual investigation Kevin Costner's character does. District Attorney Garrison, I want to say Jim Garrison, if I remember his name rightly. But what a movie. Like I said, the way it's presented, the way Oliver Stone directs it, it's got elements in black and white, where there's the retelling, all-star cast in there as well. Joe Pesci is awesome in it, Kevin Bacon's in it, Gary Oldman as Lee Harvey Oswald. It is a good movie, and it probably is one of Oliver Stone's best movies. Yeah. Again, I've said this the third time again, so I think all 3 films I've watched so far are good in their own right, and this is no exception to that. Again, I recommend you go and pick this one up. Saltburn. Where do you start with this movie? Now, is it just a talented Mr. Ripley ripoff? I don't know. I watched this one on Amazon Prime. When I first saw the trailer a couple of months back, I was thinking, I'd add that to my list. I did add it to my list. I have watched it, and I still don't know what I think about it. And it is a good film, no doubt about that. But I don't. Again, I think this is probably why I say it's a good film. But it's stuck in my head now already. It's stuck in my head. I'm still thinking about that. The ending. I'm still thinking about the bathtub scene. I'm still thinking about the maze scene. There's lots of scenes in there. Just come to mind. It is a good movie. I'm going to say that again. It's a strange movie. It's not going to be one for everyone. Rosamund Pike, love her in this movie. You know, it's an iconic scene with the wine glass, and again towards the end, I'm not going to go much into detail, no spoilers. But it is a bit raw. It's a bit edgy. The ratio, the way it's filmed, again, wasn't too keen on that. But after a couple of minutes, you forget about the black bars on there. And again, it's going to be another movie where I'm going to say, you can't read the reviews, you can't watch things on YouTube like you can't watch people like me giving their thoughts and opinions on this one. You really need to go and watch it yourself. Now, you might think it's a great 2 hours well spent, or you might think, what the hell have I just watched for 2 hours? It's one of those movies. It is a Marmite movie, indeed. But it is on Amazon Prime in the UK, so if you've got Amazon Prime, I would check it out. I'd make up your own mind, especially if you, I want to say highbrow. If you do enjoy cinema, go and add this to your list. Last movie of the week was a classic from my childhood. It was The Monster Squad, a 1987 movie. Again, similar to Cannonball Run, it probably wouldn't be made today. Within the first 5 minutes, what is said and done in school would not be done today in the PC climate, rightly or wrongly, no matter where you are, it wouldn't be done. The movie itself, you could say it borrows elements of Stand By Me, of the Goonies, with the the gang coming together to defeat the Universal Classic monsters, as I call them. You've got Dracula, Wolfman, etc., etc. But it is a classic movie from my childhood, 1987 release. It's a light-hearted movie. It's one of those things where like the parents, the adults just don't know what the hell's going on. It's these kids, not even teenagers, I don't think, by the age, running around defeating Dracula ultimately. The release I watched was the 4K Kino Studios release, recently released in the States. I've got that imported over again. Quality transfer on that one. And there's one or two scenes which again did bring the chuckle to my eyes again. You know, the Wolfman's got nards. Yeah, who knew? If you do like The Goonies, if you do like Stand By Me, if you do like Summer of '84, that type of vein, that type of movie, go check this out. Very light-hearted indeed. It is a PG, so definitely safe to watch. And again, classic from the childhood. Heavily recommended. So there we have it, my 5 movies I watched last week. Fairly older movies apart from Saltburn. All quality watches in my head. But you know, if you have seen these movies, let me know your comments on and thoughts about them in the comments. You know, Cannonball Run, Monster Squad, would they be made today? Is there any need to remake the classic Clue? I don't think there is. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Do take care.